sorting.
Sorting? Sorting what?
Sorting stuff.
Stuff?
Aye.
Dad?
Huh?
Why, that's junk out of Tattic.
That might be junk to you, Annie, but my life's in this box. I've been promising myself to get this lot out for weeks.
Weeks?
Well, 6 weeks at least. Yes, 6. Aye. It was that night Joe went to party I started this, when we had all that bother with him. Huh.
Well, I'm going to start cleaning, so don't spread yourself about.
Oh, natter, don't spread yourself about. Hey, you're looking real bonny this morning, Bess. Give us your paw then, love. Ah, come on, give us your paw. Look at this, Annie, look, she's giving me a paw. Look, Annie!
I'm busy.
Ah, oh, well, look at... Oh, dear, see what... Oh, look here, Bess. Look, that were me. I were only 19 then. Yeah. Fighting for king and country, yeah. Oh, here's another one. Aye, that's me again. I'm the good-looking one. Yeah. Oh, the other one's yeah, the other one's Jackie Ackroyd. Jackie Ackroyd, we used to call him. Oh, and look, Bess. Look. Here's a photograph of Annie when she was a baby. Annie, I found a photo of you when you were a baby. Ah, it was the first you ever had took. Oh, Bess, I'm glad we found all this again. But it's going to take some sorting out. Oh, dear.
Yes. Yes, I see the problem, of course, but... Yes. Yes, but at the same time...
Be firm.
Yes. Right, then I'll leave the matter to your discretion then, Chaplain. Thank you. Goodbye, and... Oh, and could you give my kindness to...
So you didn't get through to the bishop?
No, he was in conference. That was Thompson.
Edward, we agreed last night.
Darling, I cannot make the bishop available. He's a very busy man.
Well, couldn't you have left a message and asked him to ring when he's free?
Well, Thompson knows what the situation is. He says he'll deal with it.
He puts things off. You've been waiting for nearly 3 months now.
That's a slight exaggeration.
You told Thompson as soon as you knew Mr. Eady was leaving, and he promised you faithfully that you would get another curate.
They have other things on their mind.
That doesn't help you, does it? There's far too much work for one man.
Yes, well, all in God's good time, Liz, love.
Being a Christian doesn't mean being resigned and letting people take advantage of you. It means positive action. How often have you said that? And then quoted Christ throwing the moneylenders out of the temple. He didn't wait for an intermediary to decide when it was convenient. He did it.
Yes. Well, that just shows how far I fall short, doesn't it? I've got to go, love. Mrs. Teasdale's having her operation this afternoon. I promised I'd pop in this morning and see her poor woman. I'll be back for lunch.
Edward!
You are, Dad.
Oh. Oh, thanks, Annie.
You've still got that blessed cough.
Oh, it's not. It's a bit of dust got stuck in my throat. It's gone now.
High time you took something for it. I've been listening to that cough for the last couple of months or more.
Well, I did. I took some of that stuff out of the cabinet.
That's been there since Kingdom Come.
I tasted like it. No.
If you take my advice, you go and see Dr. Grant and get a check-up. You haven't been right since you spent that night in Cowshed with Calf. I'll ring him up and fix it.
No. I'm having that done for me on that thing.
You'll go today, then?
Oh, all right. It'll give Bess a walk. Yes, you're right, Annie. I've just got a bit of a cough.
Hello, Mrs. Sugden. Can I come in?
Ah, take your muddy boots off. I just cleaned in here. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, no, thanks. Is Joe back?
No, I still in the fields with Matt.
I'm here, though.
I've got a present for you.
Oh, have you?
I'll have that.
Oh.
He's cutting down on smoking.
Oh, Annie.
Just till his chest's better, you understand.
Are you a bit poorly?
Well, I've got a bit of a wheeze. Old age catching up.
What, at 66?
Go on with you. 76, more like.
What are you doing?
I'm going through my memories.
Oh.
Aye, that's my old cap badge, West Ridings. Oh, and what's in here? Oh, such a lot of stuff. What on earth's this? Good heavens, this is a big one. I don't remember this. Whatever's in here? Oh, it's done up like a Christmas turkey. Well, Stone the Crows, it's my mum and dad's Bible. Hey, look, Annie. Oh, all documents, the whole Pearson family history.
Bibles like that are worth a fortune nowadays, you know. Fetch £10 down in Birmingham.
Oh,
£10?
I wouldn't sell this not for £100.
Just a dust gatherer. Little who's do job just as good.
Well, why don't they fetch £10 then? This is an heirloom. Handed down from generation unto generation. I'd ought to have pride of place in parlour.
You're right, it's beautiful. Look at these pictures.
Hey, you know'd love to see this, don't you, Vicar?
Happen he's got one of his own, being in trade, like.
Well, I know. I'll call in the vicarage with it this afternoon when I'm on my way to doctors.
I'm off to the shop. You staying for a bite to eat with us, love?
Oh, I don't know,
Oh, yes, of course you are, aren't you? Yes, she wants to see all this. Some people are interested in history.
Don't let him talk you to death.
All right.
Well, now, sit here, love. Come on. And have a look at this. Oh, how was this? Ah, yes. Samuel Woodley. Now, he was my grandfather on my mother's side. Her father, like. Oh, strong as an ox. Oh, shoulders on him like a barn door. Good living man, though. Oh, aye. Regular as clockwork at church. Of course, we all were in them days. Aye.
That's why it's so sad to see the church half empty these days.
Aye. I ought to go. I ought to get myself properly confirmed before I pop off.
You what?
Confirmed? I've never been confirmed. Oh, I know. I'll have a word with Vicar about it when I call in to see him with Bible.
You know what you could do with in here, don't you?
Aye, another pair of hands.
No, some different pictures to brighten the place up with. Original paintings by local artists.
This is a pub, the nose, not a blooming art
But it
gallery.
would attract the tourists, wouldn't it?
Scare off regulars, more like. Come along now, gentlemen, if you please. Drink up, if you will.
What this place needs is some ambience.
Aye. We've done well enough without it so far.
Atmosphere, character.
There'll be plenty of that bit time builders have done.
Oh, imitation wood and plastic.
It will happen some folk like plastic. Easy to clean, hygienic, nice to look at.
Well, if it's hygienic the public's after, they can go to the malt shovel, can't they? There's better beer there anyway, and they've got a nice barmaid.
Then why do you come here, eh? Answer me that.
Well, it's that much less crowded.
The trouble with your...
Excuse me.
Be with you in a minute, sir. The trouble with your generation is all you can do is criticise. Always knocking things, but never doing
I'm
nought.
just trying to be helpful, that's all.
Barman,
Yes, sir.
I'd like another drink if you can spare the time.
Close now, sir.
Nonsense, there's another 10 minutes, yeah?
Not by my calculations. Have you finished?
As much as I'm able, it was stale.
Fresh this morning.
Tell me, do you treat all your customers with this oldie world charm?
I take as I find. Come along now, gentlemen. Drink up if you please.
Don't mind him, I get his goat a bit, see. I'm only having him on, but he falls for it every time.
Actually, your idea about the paintings quite interested me. Are those yours?
Yes, just some sketches I've been doing.
May I?
Yes, help yourself.
Do you live locally?
Up at the old mill. I've been there 6 or 7 weeks now. I don't know how much longer, though.
I'll see you lot tomorrow.
Do you have any pictures there I can see?
Well, 1 or 2 I done last week, yes. Nothing too marvellous, mind you. Travelling around, I don't carry much with me, see.
Quite.
But if you're interested in buying, I could do you one.
Look, sir, I've me licence to think of.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Bailey. You go ahead and lock up, and we'll have our drinks while we're chatting.
But I can't stay here.
Maybe I should have introduced myself before.
Nicholas Phelps. Oh, from brewery. That'll be new traveller then.
Not exactly. I'm at head office. I'm Sir Peter Cheveley's personal assistant.
You're going to the doctor's. Best change your underwear.
Oh, my chest feels better now.
Dad, you promised.
Oh, look, there's some wintergreen upstairs. Spread that on it. Does wonders, does wintergreen.
You're going.
Well, I'm going to Vicarage first.
You can't take dog to see Vic. You're only going to make a mess on the carpet.
Right, well, I'll leave her tied up outside Vicarage while I'm in there.
And call at doctor's on the way home.
And if I'm as ill as you're making out, I oughtn't to be going out in cold.
Fresh air will do you no harm.
Annie, thank God you're here. You've got to help me. Oh, I've belted up yon hill, nearly done myself an injury. Thank God you're here.
Hey, Ross, calm down. What's he talking about?
I've had a visitation.
Oh, he's seen light.
From brewery. This fella come in. Well, I weren't to know were I. Chatting to that young hippie he were, never gave me no clue. Just looked like any other customer to me. Just travelling through, I thought. So I need your help, Annie. I really need your help.
But Amos, what's the matter? What's wrong?
Can you make me 24 sausage rolls for tonight?
Amos, lad.
He's not on the phone at his digs, but he gave me his number at work. I can phone him there in an emergency.
Are you sure you wouldn't like me to do it, Edwin?
No, Morris, it's my responsibility. I've known Charles ever since he was in the church choir. Oh, damnation. Now, where is that address book?
Morris, darling, I'm sorry. I had to turn off the oven when you weren't in at 2. You'll have to wait for your meal to warm up.
Yes, all right.
Would you like a cup of tea or something?
We had a snack at the hospital.
Have you seen the address book, love? It's been moved again.
It was on the bedside table. Shall I go?
No, it's all right. I'll go and get it. Do sit down, Morris.
Oh, do come and sit down.
Thank you.
Are you sure you won't have a cup of tea?
Absolutely.
In that case,
What's the matter?
it's my back. Sitting in a draft, I expect. It's not difficult in this place.
You've had it long?
Oh, he comes and goes, you know.
Then you ought to do something about it.
It's not serious. Edward, he seems strained.
Be patient with him. He's had a very upsetting time.
Mrs. Teasdale?
Yes. He'll probably want to tell you about it later.
I thought it wasn't serious.
They've decided not to operate.
Not to? But... I see. Poor Charles. He's devoted to his mother.
He's a very remarkable man, your husband. He spent nearly 2 hours talking to Mrs. Teasdale. She was a different woman when he left.
You mean she knows?
Yes. And she's no longer afraid. Well, what I really came for was to say goodbye. Well, as you know, I'm retiring on Saturday, and, well, I probably won't have another chance to call.
We shall miss you, Morris.
Thank you.
Beckendale won't seem the same somehow without you.
Thank you very much.
Yes? Yes, accounts department, please. Yes, thank you. Hello, accounts. I'd like to speak to Mr. Charles Teasdale, please. Well, it's rather a personal matter, actually, isn't it? Well, yes, all right, I'll hold on. Hello, Charles. Pardon? Yes, I can appreciate that members of your staff are not allowed personal... If you'd kindly allow me to finish... This is an exceptional circumstance, and I would... No, I would prefer not to leave a message for Mr. Teasdale. I must speak to him personally. Look, who am I talking to? Well, Mr. Thorne, if you won't put me through to Mr. Teasdale, I shall have no option but to contact him via your managing director's office. Good. Thank you, Mr. Thorne. They're getting Charles now.
Well, that's what I like about your husband. Man of action. Gets things done.
I was standing at the bar chatting to this fellow when all of a sudden he asked to see some of my work. He's some high up from the brewery in Leeds, come to see how things are going at the Woolpack.
And you think he's really going to buy something?
Well, keep your fingers crossed, eh?
Very interesting.
Most of my stuff's at home, but I could go and get it. I mean, it wouldn't be any trouble if I thumb it.
Whereabouts?
Kidwelly, South Wales, near Carmarthen.
Why, I pay your expenses.
You mean you really like his stuff?
Well, don't sound so surprised.
They show a certain quality, perhaps a simplicity, which is...
Yes, well, that's what I'm after, see. I'm trying to get rid of all the unnecessary clutter, you know, like isolate things. I I can't put it into words exactly.
That's good. Let the critics do the theorising.
So, like, how much?
Well, we'd have to come to some arrangement. What I suggest for now is that I take these two as samples and you fetch the others from Wales, and then I'll be in touch.
OK. How much?
Say, £25 on account. How's that?
Oh, that sounds great.
Just a minute. On account of what?
Is she your agent or something? £25 now, and if we like them, then we'll work out a deal.
Yes.
You mentioned rail fares to Wales. First class, of course.
Of course.
Conducted by Sir Adrian Bolt. The work is in 3 movements.
I hope it's not inconvenient, Mark, but I'd like a word with Redbridge, if possible. Oh, thanks. I just want to ask him something, you understand. It won't take long. Oh, thank you.
It's old Sam Pearson, Annie Sugden's father. He'd like a quick word with you.
Yeah, send him in.
Would you come in,
Oh,
please?
thank you kindly. Thank you. Oh, afternoon, the Reverend.
Sam, sit yourself down.
Oh, thank
Shan't
you.
give you a minute.
Thank you, sir. Oh. It's a nice place you got here, sir. Of course, that's only fair. You being man of cloth.
Yeah. Well, now, what was it you wanted to ask me exactly?
Well, sir, I was wondering, if it's not too late, and if it's not too much trouble, sir, well, I've been thinking, sir, I feel it's about time that I put myself right with him. You get me meaning, sir?
You mean you want to make a confession?
Oh, no, sir. I'm not a Roman Catholic. You're not, are you?
No.
Oh. Oh, no, sir, no. I want to be confirmed. You see, sir, it was because of the First World War. It got forgot. I were in trenches and Chaplain got killed before he could officiate.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I must say I'm very pleased that you feel this way about it, Sam. And, of course, I'll do anything I can to help. Just a minute.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Being confirmed, of course, is a very serious step, as I'm sure you understand. And I'd like you first to study this booklet, if you would, and then I'll come round to the farm and have a chat with you about it. How would that be?
That's grand, sir. You see, I haven't got much longer to go. That's just between you and me, sir. Oh, I brought you this, sir. It's Family Bible. I thought perhaps you'd like to have a look at that, sir.
Well, that's a very kind thought. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Oh, no, please, sir, I can see me, sir, now. Well, thank you, sir, and God bless, sir.
God bless you too, Sam. Thank you, love.
Oh, it's cold in here. I'll put a log on.
Darling, did you find that letter to Arthur?
Yes, I put it in the post at midday.
Is anything wrong?
No, I'm just tired, that's all.
I'm sorry I was so terse when I got back from the hospital. I should have phoned to say I wouldn't be home for lunch.
Didn't matter, really.
It's just that... You know, there are times when I feel so damned inadequate.
Morris told me how much you'd help Mrs. Teasdale.
Such a good woman. Lost her husband during the war. Struggled to give Charles every opportunity, and then, of course, he goes to London. Understandable from his point of view, but I do wish he could have stayed here and found a job. And then she could have shared in his success. Now this. She just kept on saying 2 words. Repeating them. Why me? Why me?
Well, Bess, some of these letters, they fair make you blush. Why? Here, am I next? Eh? Well, oh, I must be, mustn't I? Now, you stay there, Bess, love, because there's nothing wrong with you, eh?
Please sit down. We'll keep you a moment.
Well, it's not top and eye trouble, Doctor. Well, as it's my chest, suppose I'd better take my clothes off, top half, any road.
Yes, if you'd like to go behind the screen.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, of course, I know what a busy man Dr. Grant is.
Well, actually, Dr. Grant is retiring on Saturday, and
Oh, is he? Oh, well then, I've just come along in time, haven't I? I weren't going to come, but my daughter made me. Oh, she's a good lass, is Annie. I've got this bit of a cough, you see. It catches me just round here. I don't suppose it's out serious, but, well, better safe than sorry, I suppose. Right, well, I'm ready now, if you'd like to tell Doctor.
Right. If you'd like to sit and relax.
Oh, thanks. Hey, what are you doing?
Examining you.
I thought that was Doctor's job.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I'm Dr. Grant's replacement, Dr. Scott.
Lady Doctor? Well, I'll go to the foot of our stairs.